What's going on, people? I'm just going to put the record straight on this one because there's a lot of misinformation in the emergency immigration motion that happened in Kent County Council the other day, where Restore Britain, Labour, Lib Dems, all these people, they all walked out against reform and allowed the vote to go through. Now, people are saying, well, you know what? It was because of what they were doing was illegal. It was in a purdah window, even though there's been two different people who said, one said yes, the other said no. But regardless of what happened, they walked out and then they tried to call it a win. To me, that isn't a win, no. What that was doing was basically you handed Reform UK a clean win on a silver plate. Let me just briefly get you up to speed of what happened in Kent, because Reform UK puts through a motion declaring that there was an immigration emergency. Around here, it's a big issue, there's high stakes, and yeah, the public definitely watches every time they put immigration and emergency together. But what did the opposition do of Kent County Council? They didn't challenge it, they didn't dismantle it, they didn't even vote on it. They walked out. And to be honest, it don't sit right. But what doesn't sit right even more, we're told that this was about purdah. We're told that it shouldn't have even been debated. You know, fine, that's a fair argument. But if that is your argument, then stand there and make it. Stand up and say, well, actually, this does breach pre-election rules. You can even say it's political theatre if you want, or this is being pushed for votes, not any type of solutions. You can force the chair to rule on it. You can force that legal argument into the open. And then the argument becomes, oh yeah, but you're going to get kicked out. Reform UK said if you do any type of political messaging, we will remove you or we'll tell you to sit down. Good. If that happens, great. Because now you've got a real story. Now you've got opposition silence during election period. And that right there is real power. But they couldn't even manage to do that. But what they actually did do was remove themselves from the fight entirely. And that changes everything, because politics isn't always about being right. It's about being seen to fight. And when you walk out, the public don't think, oh, look at them. That's procedural integrity. They've got my vote. No. All they do is they look at it and think, you didn't even have the backbone to challenge it. What does Reform UK get? They get a 45-0 vote win. They get no opposition speeches, there's no one putting out the clips of any other party pushing back, and there's no pressure. It's just a very good headline that says the motion passes and there was zero resistance. Great work, Reform UK. That's not a strategy, that is surrender. I don't care if you want to dress it all up as principle. It is what it is. It's surrender. You can agree with it and you can disagree with the meat of it at the same time, because we all know that Kent is under pressure. We all know that the people are frustrated, and we know that our services are being stretched way beyond where they should be. That's real, that's life. If you're a councillor, you should understand this. You can even say that this motion is weak. Yes, it's exaggerated and it's very much politically timed, and you can break it apart properly. You can expose the claims that don't hold up, and you can demand actual solutions, and then you can vote it down, because even if you lose the vote, you're still going to win the argument. And here's the danger that we are all in now, because they've created a vacuum and Reform UK filled it. You allowed them to say that we spoke for Kent, everyone else ran, because whether or not you think that's fair or not, that's how it looks. So there's local elections happening up in Medway and all over the place, right? I don't know why they've got some different types of election cycles. So this is my message to everybody who wants to become an elected representative. If you are elected, you're elected to fight for the people. Then you fight for the people. You don't walk out. You don't hide behind procedure, and don't you dare come back afterwards if you do this and tell people that it is a win. Because the people, we're not stupid. We might be Joe Public, but we're not stupid. And we all can see the difference between strategy and stepping off the battlefield. And that's exactly what they did. And the people who are going around saying that, no, this is actually a win, you need to look at your political vocabulary, because it looks like you're illiterate.